Hello, brothers and sisters. I'm like, welcome to my page, my comment sense. I try to keep it down in any under 10 minutes. If it goes over 10 minutes, it's some very important. And not important. The liberals, libertarians, people who believe in God, people like the smoke, people like the ayahuasca, people like DMT, people who cannot think outside the box, who are basically in this reality, in this realm, thinking that they are going to live the perfect paradise. Of course, that is not allowed here. Okay, if you have any comments, questions, insults, or roast you put it down below. This message is not for the masses' asses. Listeners' discretion is advised. Listeners' discretion is advised. So that means that if you get offended, you stick in the mud, you should leave. You should not listen to what I'm saying because you are not ready on a higher frequency vibration than me. Okay, as I said before, you turn on your notifications, you'll get me because I'm on once a day, talk about some valuable tidbit or gem, okay, that no one else talks about, or information that no one else talks about, but you'll start hearing it when you start copying off my shit, okay? I'm the Emerald Pill man, and the Emerald Pill does derive from, comes from, Emerald Pill tablets, okay, because I read all of them, and basically the only warning you have to worry about is like, just don't travel in angular, motions when you're trying to be on the other side. And you have to say a couple things to open up the door. Have no fear. Okay. We are all children of the darkness, of the light, you want to say. What did I say? Huh? What did I say? What do you need? Why is it that when you get on, have you ever experienced this before? When you're online or you're trying to make a video, it kicks automatically. First, everything is peaceful and hanky-danky, right? And then the kids just happen to want to come to you and bother you, okay? But of course, it doesn't really bother me. And just you can see who's bothering me. I got 2 kids. My main daughter, Zabaria, is in the room. So about here swimming, playing games. Let me show you. She's hilarious. But anyway, today we are going to talk about how to travel to Ethiopia, my experiences, okay, what to protect yourself from, okay. Let me see. That's what I want to talk about today. When I was out there, okay, what did I experience? Okay, I wrote little tidbits and notes. I always got things. Just write down little notes and stuff like that. There's always something to talk about, you guys. Okay. And if you don't know me by now, ask questions. I wrote down all my information. To get in touch with me, you got all my information on the side in the description box. And say hello. Okay, the house is slightly dirty. Excuse me. Say hello. You having fun?
Hello.
You okay?
Hello. Yeah.
Huh? How are you doing?
Hello.
How are you doing? How are you doing?
I do good.
Yeah, I'm online on Mixer and Twitch at night. In the middle of the night sometimes. You got to turn your notifications, you guys, because I'm this unique from everybody else today. Of course, I'm not interested in being popular or anything. Since you see my information there, you can join the thread if you want and ask questions. You can write it down if you're afraid, because I know a lot of your motherfuckers are afraid. And it's okay to be afraid. But please understand that's what the noise is in the background. Okay. But other than that, okay, whatever comes to my mind and whatever comes to my heart, I'll talk about it. And as I said before, sensitives, get the hell out of here. Especially you women, effeminate type of male species. If I say the word nigger or cracker, you should get out of here. I mean, it kind of offends you. If I say the word cunt, you should get out of here. If I say pussy, so kind of bothers you. You don't know what the black side of things are, the black humorous side of things are. Let's get the hell out of here because I'm raunchy as hell and explicit again. But anyway, yes. Come on. Come on. Oh, you can't make all those noises now. I'm gonna kick you out. All right. Okay. Now, okay. Now let's begin here. Before you travel into any country, okay, you must prepare yourself. You cannot. Before I met my wife, I basically talked to her for like 4 years. on the internet first. That's the real. That's it. Starts off with meeting someone first, and that's the most difficult part. To me, that is the most because I've been on internet for years as I was gigoloing. Okay, I never thought that I could ever meet a female who was a virgin, raised with two parents like my wife was. Okay, and then of course tried to take advantage of me, which I wanted her to do, which my plan is going well. Okay, so when I like when people try to take the dark side with me because I usually win because they don't think out things too much. They're not very bright. Okay? Hey, you can go in that room and play in the curtains. You got plenty of toys. Kids, man. My daughter said I really wanted boys because I know by fact that it's harder to raise girls today. You know, I've been around a lot of kids today, a lot of motherfucking kids. I have 3 brothers and 3 sisters who look completely different from me. I'm a different type of genetic. Okay, my brothers and sisters all with that Jesus shit. That Jesus shit. I'm the only one, so I know I have a higher frequency, a father somewhere. Okay, probably it's my mom. I don't know. Because to me, it's like, people who are religious are just doing that just to fit in. Okay, because they don't believe in themselves. Okay, so other than that, when you travel to Ethiopia, right, you got to prepare things. And as I said before, long story short, I've talked to my wife for 4 years before I actually traveled to another country. I also had another girl on the side. That's how clever I was. I had to test my wife before I even met her, with verbatim, word verbatim. Okay, and so she passed all the tests. She gave me all of the pussy pictures, the videos, and shit like that. It's nothing personal about it. You just got to be direct and honest. When you talk to women, you got to go do trade-offs. Everything's a trade-off. There's no such thing as love. It's like a prostitution ring. You have to give something in order to get something. Okay, just like when you work for the white man, when you work at his job, you got to get something to get something. Okay, that's how it's supposed to work. That's how alphas do it. Now betas, however, they get things away for free. And I tell a lot of crackers out there and sugar daddies and shit. I mean, yo, why don't you make that bitch work for it? I'm like, it's not just the sex. The sex is an equal trade-off. Damn. Okay. There'd be old coops out there, got all this money in this, like Hugh Hefner and shit, beta, they're alpha beta cucks. Okay. Alpha beta cucks. Alpha simp beta cucks. They'll pay all this money for these 18-year-olds. They still use vaginas. I'm like, damn, why don't you just find yourself some virgins, man? They'll go in another country and shit. You got the money, let's go over there. Help out guys to find virgins, because there's a whole lot more guys who are looking for decent wives, and you can find a whole bunch of them over there in underdeveloped countries. But anyway, I digress here. What else is good? Let me see. I don't want to make sure I'm forgetting nothing. Sometimes I get sidetracked, you guys, and I don't want to talk about too many things. I try to keep it down. I give how-to instructions. Okay? So the first thing you do is go to Google Earth. You go to Google Earth after you find the girl and you talking to her, she's listening to every step you take. Talk to multiple women on top of that. You do not talk to just one female. Are you out of your fucking mind? Okay. If you want, study up on what a vagina looks like, especially if she has her hymen or not. Okay, because a lot of guys, 99% of your guys don't know what a hymen looks like or where it's located at. That's just sad. That's just fucking sad, man. And on top of that, I say, why would you travel for a female who's living in a poor country, right? And then she's not a virgin. That's like, it's fresher fish, okay? But she might have a disease, though. Don't listen to the news. Don't believe the hype. But please understand. But please understand, you don't want to go over there for the same type of fish that's in the Western. The West is dirty waters. Over there, there's dirty waters too, but it's not as pure, but at least the pussy is supposed to be fresh, right? Okay, all right, you guys. Now, any female who's watching me and you get cringed on this shit, but it's okay because you didn't have a daddy figure. It's completely okay, because if I met your daddy, I will probably whip his ass because he's a simp, okay? He's an effeminate male. He's a bitch, okay, right? He ain't got no wordplay on me. That nigga, that nigga, that nigga, that nigga. I don't give a fuck about your life, motherfucker. I put a magic spell on your ass, okay? But anyway, I like to talk shit, though. Yes. Okay, now, kids are just drawn to me. I just don't like it too much, but I love it. As a matter of fact, I do love it. What the hell am I talking about? Just like when I'm on a video, when I'm doing something. I know how to handle kids today because I've been around them all my life, most of my life. Anyway, you get yourself a Google Earth. You make maps. You're gonna have to walk. You're gonna have to have a backup because if you have one female, at least go to a hotel to see how many females you can actually check out. You know, see how many females you can bang if you really that simpy-ish. You know, you want to do a prostitution ring. It's up to you because a lot of crackers do it all the time. They go overseas in these different underdeveloped countries and bang all sorts of females. But please understand to protect yourself. Learn a little bit of the harmony, okay, when you go to Ethiopia. But you travel to Ethiopia, don't worry about the malaria shot unless you're going to be living near the Nile River and you are really that paranoid. Because I didn't get my shots when I was like, I was like, I gotta go do all that just to get the malaria shot. I say, fuck that. I'll just get the generic stuff. I get some vapor rub and some of that DDT, slap shut, and then let's put that stuff on me. Because there's different ways of getting rid of getting rid of the mosquitoes over there. They haven't had the Western type of protection over there, like the sprays and stuff like that. You got to bring that shit over yourself. They won't touch it. Oh yeah, and by the way, when you go over to another country like Ethiopia, don't bring your TVs. They don't have any laws. They'll confiscate that shit because they'll think you're doing business because they don't understand that you're a tourist. So that shit happened to me when I brought my TVs over there. They thought I was doing some sort of business and shit. I had my suit and shirt on and shit. But anyway. You travel to Ethiopia, you make maps. Okay, you make maps and you basically get Google Earth because you'll be walking just in case if you don't want to, because I'm a walker, I can walk for like a day or two. Can any of y'all guys walk for a day or two? Oh yeah, I forgot. Y'all not schizophrenic. Y'all don't hear any voices because I'm always talking to myself. I'll be walking for 6 hours and I'm thinking it's only 3 hours. I've been walking for 6 hours, man. Most of my life. I got scars between my legs and shit like that. You be like, my women looking at me and shit. What's these scars? Walking. I walk a whole lot, man. In my old days, in my heydays, got scars from so much walking between my bones. Look like I look like I got a goddamn disease or some shit, but it's not dirt either because I wash up. But anyway, let's continue on here. When you travel to Ethiopia, you must make sure you make maps from Google Earth. Because that's what I did. I had like tons of maps because I can't get lost. And you make copies. You're gonna need, okay, a dongle, and you're gonna need a laptop. Okay, here we go. My daughter is bothering me now here about some drink. Okay. All right, I got you. Okay, you're gonna need a dongle. Okay, now if you don't know what a dongle is, it's a wireless antenna-like thing that goes on the side of your laptop. Because I had a nice computer at that time. And basically, you're going to need to use that to set up appointments and make printouts and stuff like that. You got to set all that up. I know this may sound like a hard thing to do, but you don't want to get lost. You don't want to be stuck out there. Oh, yeah. When you travel, make sure you make your plane ticket like 2 days. So you might get stuck in the airport for 2 days because the bitch didn't show up. You got to think ahead, right? Okay, so the bitch didn't show up. You're going to be stuck in the airport. You're also going to need yourself a phone, a mobile phone, which is international, not the phones that you use in America. You can, however, do this. You can bring yourself a mobile phone from the United States, but you got to ask your carrier and shit, like Verizon or Comcast. But it's best recommended that you get a real one that actually works because you don't never know if it's going to work or not. Because I had me like one of them track phones, one of them specialized international phones, right? And that bitch was clear as hell, but they charged $2 or something cents a minute, right? So they're using some different type of antennas over there and shit. I'm like, yo, I can go anywhere, but they'll charge you $2.49 a fucking minute. As I told you before, it's expensive, so you don't want to be on there like, get. Hello, bye. This is what I want. Bye, click. Because they charge you $2 if you're. And let's say, basically, what it cost me was $2.50 at that time. The call from Ethiopia to America. Just in case as an emergency, a backup. Had the passcode and everything. That motherfucker was not from Ethiopia. It's from America. Also, you're gonna need to pack backup food, like light food, like a bag of wheat or oats. Grains is good for the belly. Plenty of filtered water. Okay, filtered water is very good. And you're gonna need to be taking piss because you might have to drink your own piss if you run out and you're on your last bottle somewhere. You gotta have a backup just in case of your passport. Have a backup for all these types of things, you guys. You cannot go over there unprepared. There are people who go over there and they never come back. Okay, it's more beneficial for men to go over there than women. I hear women try one over there and they never come back. Okay, but the thing is that that's life because you ain't prepared yourself. So I'm telling you how to get to Ethiopia. Make sure the woman that you're dealing with is giving you everything you need because you're not going over there like my friend Corey. Okay, I'm gonna say his name because he don't really watch me or keep in touch with me anyway. He went over to Nigeria. You know, those women are fucking beautiful, but they're thieves though. I think he went to Ghana. I'm sorry, Ghana. And then he gonna go over there and he had a good time. He recorded it, but he didn't get no booty. He's so sexy now. He's like, what the hell? Let me see. Okay, here we go. Somebody, I can't stand that these robocalls and shit. Don't you hate it when you get robocalls when you're online and shit like that? But anyway, I'm just trying to keep it simple for you guys. Now, my daughter's crying for no reason because she just wants my attention. Okay, she got drink and shit. Okay, now, okay, let's see. Okay, let's see. Okay, how to travel to Ethiopia. So once you get over there, you have to make sure you tell her where to meet at. Sometimes, I'm gonna tell you right now. Sometimes when you go to these airports, okay, she may be at the wrong airport. And then I have to talk to some Ethiopians in order for her to understand is she allowed up because they don't even allow their own people to come towards in the entrance, and that's kind of not cool. You have to go out there and meet her. You have to go out there and meet her. And I said I recorded myself over there, and if you don't believe me, just check out Morpheus Knowledge, the first one. Okay. So I'm just trying to teach you before I die and pass away because it got many years and people don't like to share because I'm too real. I'm just too fucking real. People think I'm being arrogant, but I'm really not arrogant. I'm just trying to tell you the truth. Okay, you don't want to be a beta and then fucking with a mediocre pussy. Okay, and then everybody will, oh, I'm the man. You ain't the man, man. You mess with these vaginas, you don't get paid. Okay, you're not the man. I'm the one, the man. Okay, I'm the one. You fuck them bitches with strap on and shit, and I get paid. Now the bitches may not be a super califragilisticexpialidocious, not be super attractive, but at least they're not completely but ugly. Okay? The more ugly you get, the more they pay. And you have to set. In my next video, I'm going to talk about how to advertise yourself as a gigolo. Okay, I'll talk about that in my next video. But I want to keep these videos short because I'm giving too much vital information for y'all bastards out there, and now I get really tired of talking to sensitives because then they intervene with me in my inbox in my Facebook and they be like, I'm gonna fuck you up, I'm gonna come on, y'all. I'm like, dude, you know, you're wasting your motherfucking breath, okay? You're wasting your breath to try to get to me, okay? But anyway, okay, what else is there to talk about? So when you get over there, okay, if you have any questions, you better say it. Forever hold your peace. Always say what you need to say, okay? Because I know there's nobody watching me right now. I'm just trying to keep it simple and short. What else is there to say? I was basically fiending to go out to another country. I didn't think it was possible to ever make it over there. But I had a dream before I went out there. And the dream was like some dolphins was pulling me across the water and shit like that. And then I was like, yo, I didn't understand what this dream was about. Because I told you, I'm Jesus and I don't have no sins in my past. Because my past, I was locked up in a box, okay? People don't know what that is, okay? So I was literally being abused in a sense, okay? Because my mom was pretty strict, okay? It probably wasn't all her fault. My mom was pretty intelligent. My mom is very intelligent, okay? But my stepdad didn't give a fuck about me because I was not his child, okay? So I don't know who my father is. So I guess my father's in heaven, right, motherfuckers? And the thing, and a mental note for those individuals who believe that people can't be born without the father. Yes, look it up. There's people. It's called immaculate conception, immaculate births, immaculate births. Look it up. There are people who are born without the male spermatozoid, as the female already has it in her body to reproduce that. And I was like, yo, why ain't nobody talking about this? Why ain't talking about this other Jesus is being born? People think it's some kind of spiritual angel or some shit impregnating Mary and shit. I'm like, yo, this is some scientific, mystical shit that everybody's missing out. Okay, not mystical, but scientific proof that people are actually getting themselves pregnant. They're pregnant, okay, because they already have the eggs and the spermatozoid sac inside of them. They reproduce at a certain year or something like that, and that's kind of crazy, right? True facts, motherfuckers. Okay. And I told you, I encounter a lot of motherfuckers out there who have lack of knowledge. And when I try to tell them this in a simplistic term, they don't believe me. Then they come back to me and say, oh, no. Like I talk about microchemistry, okay? As a matter of fact, let me write that down so y'all can look it up yourself. Microchemistry. Okay, now the thing is that women will get mad at that word because only thing I have to say about microchemistry is that it is possible that the male that she fucked with in her past can lay spermatozoid in her pussy. Okay, even the condoms can infect women. Okay, back in those days, how I read it. And what happens is that, okay, those chemicals get dormant and lay dormant and they break up over time. Yeah. So when a fresh male get it in there, they keep mixing up those abnormalities, those spermatozoid sacs and the spermatozoid head, the tail made of sugar and protein and shit like that. Right. Keeping it simple now. It's cool. Keeping it simple. And then when your fresh sac go up in there and you rushing up in her pussy and shit, and your spermatozoid make it, certain attachments may occur to that spermatozoid. What is it? Come here. Don't call my name. Okay, hold on. Let me see. I think it's because of the TV. Trying to keep her distracted. Yeah. So I don't really want daughters because daughters are hard to raise. You know, as I said, the female nature is very. Look at you. As of today, I'm going to be advertising this because this is very good right here. Very good food. I said, if you want to eat healthy, you eat oats. You eat your grains. You stay away from sugar, dairy products, and stuff like that. Hold on. That's what she knocked on the door for. That's what she's crying. You hungry? Yeah, I know. You're hungry, you little bastard. Here you go. You little bastard. I told you I killed my wife. That's not my daughter. I kill that bitch again. I said, I'll call the aliens and shit up off her ass. And they'll dissect her and shit, take her apart. Okay, but anyway, I digress here. But that's all I wanted to say since nobody's watching me and shit. I don't want to see too much. I want to make it one section at a time because I'm very cringy to the masses of asses. I'm like Jesus. Nobody liked Jesus back in those days. And the Jewish people are just ordinary, almost everyday people. Okay, so they killed his ass. Caesar didn't kill him. He washed his fucking hands. Okay, but I'm gonna talk for like 7 more minutes about something. Okay, what else is there to talk about, you guys here? I just want you to understand. Okay, I'm not your average man. I'm not your Peter Pan. I'm on a Mixer and also Twitch. So I put my information there, and you're just gonna have to catch me on the notification because I do have a sporadic, not a spontaneous schedule. I am not gonna put all the details and prettiness for your asses because I'm like all these guys and people on the Twitches and they making all this. They ambitious as fuck. They just want that money. That's a part of their living. What's a part of my living is to just entertain you, not from my own pockets. Okay, because I have nothing else to do in my life except sit in the room like a jail cell. Okay, with my magic Moses stick, if you want to ask about that. And meditate on these fucking voices and keep myself calm so I won't kill all of you. Okay, you know what I'm saying? Because I know right now the canary virus is killing on, so I guess I ain't gotta be the DC sniper and shit. I said you don't have to. Human beings, millions of human beings are disappearing and shit, tens of thousands of them all across the world. So I don't have to do shit, and especially in America, the most stupidest country and smartest country in the world. It's like a mixed breed. America's both again because there's shapeshifters here. And that's another subject for another day, but I'm going to keep it real simple. There's shapeshifters here who look white, and they are not motherfucking and they're not David Icke. So you should start listening to David Icke, right? Okay, because David Icke talks about a lot of shit that I talk about, shapeshifters and shit. Let me see. I'm going to write that down, okay? So you can look it up yourself, shapeshifters. Okay, let me see. Okay, you just look up the word and start breaking shit down. You know, don't try to live in the box. You can live any old way you want, but please understand when you're in a lower frequency, like such as you feel you're better than someone, like you smoking cigarettes, you drinking, you can't handle your escapism, you don't know what this life is about, okay? You're ambitious, okay? These things are not emerald pill. These are attachments to this realm. You're not supposed to have attachments. That's why it's best to be a hobo, okay? Or it's but the Buddha said it best. He had nothing. He was a prince. Remember the story with the prince, okay? He was a Hindu prince or something, the Buddha. He became the Buddha. He just gave up all of his possessions because he felt that what is the purpose of possessions when you can't transgress to the next level? But you can be anything you want when you want to live for 3,000 years and reincarnate yourself. Okay, peoples. Okay, please understand. I'm not your average man. Okay, please. I keep it simple. I'm not a Bobby Hammond. You say you sound like Bobby. I think I'm higher than Bobby Hammond because that motherfucker. And when he was a child, okay, I don't think he had schizo when he was a child. He was not schizo. Schizos look at things in a different perspective, and they're never boring people. So when I deal with women, I usually say, and I'll say some crazy shit and say, I never heard of that, but that's cute. I said, there you go. Okay, you got to take it in a different approach. Like 1 plus 1 does not equal a 2. It equals a plus. It equals an 11. Okay, you got to look at it in a different eye. You got to have a double tongue. Okay, I could talk 2 ways and shit and mean 1 way. The courts don't understand that shit, and unless they break it down and ask me, like, what do you mean by that? They know goddamn what I mean when I say the person's. I have proof here. That's just that simple. And the court of the justice system. It's basically both based on proof, right? It don't always work like that. Okay, there's biasm in the court. They're supposed to follow an object. They follow the law, but they don't because they're being effeminate. Okay, they're not being strict. Okay, people should fear the law, and once people start to not fear the law, guess what happens? Chaos occurs, and it's usually the women who break up the monotony and discipline. Okay, they usually like make things more softer. Okay, because people are trying to have an excuse for everybody. Now, the thing is that, don't get me wrong, there's other races and species that eat other human beings, and we all eat chickens every year and shit like that. And we all eat dead bodies, da 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 da. Too, it's like a luxury. Meat is like a luxury. Meat is a luxury. Okay, but please understand, it's karma for it all. Like me, I'm trapped in this goddamn body because of the fact that something may have done in my past. So I'm gonna try to keep it down in half an hour. So I'm just talking about random things. Let me see. Okay. Oh yeah, I just wanted to remind people who are the sensitives. Sensitive people are basically those people who are, ambitious. They're religious. They are sensitive. They smoke cigarettes. Okay. They are alcoholic. They use escapism. They are more likely to very loud. Okay. Be careful. They're loud. Okay. Their most sensitives are people you can't make fun of because they'll get emotional. They don't have a lot of knowledge to protect themselves because you can say a word and it hurts them, and they don't have nothing to defend themselves. The physical body is off limits, okay? Because everybody has some kind of weakness, but when you can't just give out your energy a certain way and you can't fight back at all, then you can see that level of energy potential they have. Like him can blast me off but I know I can beat him because he's not a true schizo. He don't hear shit. He don't hear nothing. Because he thinks he's a quack. He's delusional as hell. He thinks he's a quack. Because I talk about him and shit. I'm not a kill shot motherfucker. I'll kill shot that motherfucker myself. I'll find out where he live at and hack his shit. Okay, that's Eminem. But he want to be black so far. Okay, but I'm being nice. I'm nice. But anyway, I ain't no racist or anything. But I know he wants to be black so bad. He like that Neapolitan ice cream. You know what I'm saying? Everybody likes Neapolitan ice cream. That's why blacks live to this day. Okay, right? So I got 2 more minutes to talk to your asses. Okay. So what else is there here? Protect your assets. I'll talk about that in the next video. Peace means no more suffering. I want people to understand that peace means no more suffering. Okay, and you have to have suffering in this world. You came to this world to suffer the experience. This is a journey, remember? Okay, because I suffer every fucking day when I'm around a whole bunch of NPC players. People don't have no kind of conscience and shit. I'm asking them a question and they don't even answer it. Okay? So I'm like, the whole purpose of this planet could be multiple reasons. You're supposed to think of things of the unknown. Okay, like this world is a prison planet, right? So all of our suffering feeds the energy robot. Okay, on the other side. Okay, so every time we have an emotional breakout or breakdown, okay, they feed off the energy. As a matter of fact, Stan Lee was actually talking about, they're called the Watchers or some shit like that. Stan Lee's a very bright individual. As a matter of fact, Stan Lee wanted to make a lot of his characters black, but he couldn't because during the days when he was creating comic books, like for example, like Magneto was actually supposed to be black, and also Xavier was supposed to be black, but nobody's talking about that. Okay, so it's okay. And also you can see that Miss Marvel was black at one time as well. Okay, that was supposed to be, people loved that episode when Miss Marvel was black. Okay, everybody loved those episodes. So people now these days, people are starting to they're waking up. They are waking up to this racism, which is wrong. Okay, And since we can't no longer communicate with the alien, these alien beings that we once over tens of hundreds of thousands of years ago, we can't do that no more because the demiurge gods felt that once one race gets too supreme, we all get destroyed again because of pride. Okay? We can't all come together no more because we miss out on the purpose of life. The whole purpose of life is destruction and chaos. And the more suffering and chaos there is, the better the story is. Okay, what about that? Okay. When you have too much peace, how can you have a greater story without no kind of drama in it? Right? So have you ever thought about that shit? No, most of you have not thought about it. But anyway, let me get off out here. I say I'm gonna stay on for 30 minutes, okay, instead of 10 minutes. My other videos are usually 10 minutes when I got something to say on the side, okay? And that's why I love you all, but I hate the many of you. Okay, I love animals more than humans. Okay, you see all my information there. You know how to donate to my cause. Then my studio only means I'm not gonna pretty up super. I'm just gonna put some stuff with a green screen and shit. I want to try experiment, and people be like to go some psychedelic shit, woozy woozy for a lot of them crackers out there who like that woozy shit. Woo, and they herky jerky and shit. I'm a herky jerky too, motherfucker. I got white in my blood. I got white in my blood too, motherfucker. You see it? You don't see I got white in my blood, but I'm a Negro. I got a Negro face now. I can't dance for shit. I could jump higher than most niggas. So what does that mean? Okay, I can do a whole lot more things than most niggas. Okay, I can fuck like niggas. Okay, right? And fuck your wife. I'm coming to fuck your wife. I got a bald head, but I ain't big as them. Or fuck that. I don't want to be as big as them. I don't want all that popularity and shit. So today we talked about how to basically travel to Ethiopia. Okay. If no one pops up in here, I just cut it off at half an hour. Okay. It's probably a bad time of the day, but I don't care. I'm on Mixer. Okay. I told you how to protect yourself. I told you when you go out there, make sure she's a virgin and she's living with her parents. I told you about having a backup plan just in case if she don't show up to the airport. And have a translator. It's another thing too. I may say some things at the end of the video. Have a translator, someone you can talk to and can pay, okay? But be careful out there. There's a lot of thieves in these countries. And a lot of countries don't like African-American males, Black Americans, because they're more powerful than the rest of the world, okay? And that's a fact, okay? And I keep talking to people who do live in Africa. And I say this, what happened, then they have to say it's true because the Europeans took over only the strong motherfuckers over there. And they're breeding them like horses in America. Now they got the NFL, the NBA, and everything is shut down in coronavirus because of my magic. Okay? People like to make fun of the holy man. I'm the holy man. The holy man says something, and then this happens. Okay? Just like I tell you about that Zelda. I said Zelda is all twisted and shit. I keep repeating myself, and I do like repeating myself. It's okay. Okay. But Zelda is the bad guy, and Zelda's the bad guy, and Link is the bad guy. Actually, Link is a clone. He's like a solid snake type. And I like people he don't speak. Remember that now. Okay. Peace. Now let me get the fuck on out of here. Bye, bye, bitches.